Welcome to the beautiful city of Wuhan, a city you must all know the name of for a specific reason that I don't feel the need to discuss here while I'm standing here. But while I am sitting here, we can look at this beautiful customs building, which is a symbol of the colonial history here in Wuhan. It was the only inland port that there were multiple concessions in around the turn of the 20th century. And last night I got in here late. I didn't film much. I just walked around, getting accustomed to the city. And the area I walked around was the old concession area, which there are multiple different concessions, Russian, German, etc. And so I think it would be lovely to bike around there. So that's what we're gonna do. But this place behind me, this road, is hell on earth. It is basically the Wuhan version of Nanjing Road. So I can't even bike down there. I'm pretty happy I can't bike down there because that forces me to go around. But we're gonna get around this hell on earth place, and we're gonna get to the beautiful, quiet, hopefully quieter than here, concessions of the city, and just have a nice little bike around. City bike. We'll say city walk or city bike. Okay, all right. Let's get going here. And as we are entering the concessions area, I guess it's only appropriate to start here on Shanghai Road, a place that I miss very dearly. It's only been a day, I'm already missing Shanghai. But it's good to switch it up. It's good to get out, change of scenery, feeling good, different ideas flowing, get to see a different part of this country that I forget is not just Shanghai. And you remember some of the places of this country, like this guy chilling on this leather chair, watching Douyin, shirtless. Great vibes. All right, so here on Shanghai Street, it looks like we have a bit of a traffic jam of the sort that I'm trying to make my way around without scratching anyone's car. There's been a lot of these so far since I've been here. A lot of these traffic jams where people just seem to want to put two cars in a road where there's certainly only one lane. This uncle over here, none of them look too happy with the situation. I'm not that thrilled either. All right, we're getting some sidewalk action going on here. That's so ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Home free. Maybe, I shouldn't say that too early. There's certainly gonna be probably more of those situations. But we are here on Shanghai Road, which is lovely. I hope I don't hit this bike with 3 people on it, including a young child. But welcome to the Wuhan, the former Wuhan concession. I know some people get a little upset when you call it a concession in kind of like the present tense. It's a former concession. In Shanghai, it's the former French concession, the former, emphasis on the former part. All right, so I mentioned that I was walking around this part of the city last night. And so right here up to the right, there is a Catholic church. And I had gone in there, I went to go sit in the church, and they had the books to sing along to the songs, to the hymns. And I thought that was just a very cool, unique kind of collectible item. But obviously I'm not going to steal the hymn book in a Catholic church. So I went outside to ask the security guard if they sell any of them. And as soon as he understood exactly what I was asking for, he was like, 送给你一个. He wanted to give me one as a gift. So I think my very Catholic grandmother is going to be quite happy with her gift from the city of Wuhan. So there's a lot of chilling going on in the city. There's a lot of people just kind of hanging out on the street, which is great. We don't have much of that in Shanghai. I mean, I guess we do. It's a different type. That's more of the coffee shops and the lawn chairs on the street, which is great, which is lovely, which I partake in. Actually, most of the time I'm in the city. Actually, most days I probably do that. But here it's just kind of, you're sitting on the stool, people are sitting outside, eating outside, cooking outside, communicating with each other, actually talking to each other, which is something you don't see too often in this country these days. Oh, we got the aunties out and about, all dressed up. We're gonna go get some pictures, I'm sure. It's all happening here in Wuhan. The city is definitely back. 6 years later, the city is definitely back in full force. I can confirm that. All right, so this is one of the moments last night where I was like, oh wow, that's pretty wild. Spoiler alert. But right now you're looking around, it's kind of, okay, yeah, normal China, spread out roads, got some guangchang, people can hang out. But then you come up here, and on your right, all of a sudden, we got an Orthodox church. So I believe we're in the part of the city in which the Russians were. 这是那个俄国的样子是吧？
对对，
你们当地的吧？
不是，
但是你很熟悉是吧？
那是写着呢。
我知道。但是这边好像是那个怎么说呢？那个俄国足节那样子的吧？足节？
不是吧？这应该不是足节。
以前我不是。
这以前好像是有，应该是。
我的想法就是有那个俄国的样子，肯定之前就是这样。好，祝你们玩得开心，拜拜。All right, now we're approaching one of the main tourist spots to get your photos here in the beautiful Wuhan. Oh my goodness, it is absolute nonsense over there right now. We need to go see what that's all about. All right, it looks like the bikes are blocked off down that route, so we gotta park this. Hopefully we can find as good of a bike. This is one of the newer models of the Hollow bikes from, I think it's affiliated with Alipay. And so I'm a little disappointed because I can put my phone here and it's well done. So I'm a bit disappointed, but I think we can find another one. All right, we're entering the madness here. So there's all these photographers. I don't want to get in the way of anyone's photos here, but they also these balloons. Oh, whoever makes and sell these balloons is making a killing right now. So whenever you go to kind of a site like this in China, in which everyone wants to go there and everyone wants to get the picture to show everyone that they went there, there tends to be like this almost mimetic effect happening, where not only is there mimesis in the fact that everyone wants to go to this spot in itself, but then they do like the same pose, or then they have the same accessories, and it looks like here that these pink and black balloons are the accessory here at the mini Wukang. I believe this was built by the Russians. It looks extremely French though. All right, so I want to get out of here as soon as possible, but I feel like I have to kind of at least admire some of the business that these people are doing here. And hello. I don't, but I'm curious about your business. 我的意思就是我有点我不太方便，但是我觉得你们的生意肯定发财了。这个有生意肯定好，对吧？你看那么多的人的呀，对吧？这是那个法国做的吧？那个
对，原来的那个
那边就是那个对，然后那边就是那个俄国的什么，对吧？俄国那边，对吧？
是的。
你是当地的吧？
我是当地的，但是这周边的房子都是原来土建的房子。对。有好多国家的，大概有10几个国家吧。
还有问你一下，那个租界的南边是老汉口是吧？
这
都是老汉口。
这本身这个位置就是老汉口。
那我去那边就是感受一下。谢谢。
可以先那个，可以往那边走一下，那边有2条街。我
是从哪边过来的？
那边就往那边再走一点。
好。
走到那边再往那前走，可以直接往那边走。
好。
也可以往那边走。
可以。
都可以，都往那边走也可以。
好，打扰了。
到这边都到江滩去了。
OK，可以，发财，祝你发财。OK，加油，拜拜。So I'm gonna get away from this madness, but that uncle was very kind to share with me. I'm very confused about the different terms that are used to describe some of the different areas here. So there's the concession area, and then there's Hankou, and then there's Old Hankou. And so I was passing by some of those streets earlier. I was thinking after, I'm going to find another bike, continue around, continue the concession city bike, and then I wanted to head back to some of the areas outside of the concession, because those looked, I want to say far more interesting. Not that this isn't interesting, but I think you'll get what I mean. All right, I've obtained another bike here, and we're getting out of the street market action. We're gonna continue here in the lovely Wuhan former concession area and see what we can get up to. I think we need to get away from the buildings in which there are hordes of photographers and people holding balloons, and we need to find some of the people that live here and see what they get up to on a early summer, early evening. It's about 4 p.m. and it is the middle of May. So it looks like some of these buildings, which are presumably over a century old, it would probably be something like 125 years, are no longer in working condition and are probably in the chai diao phase, in which the government is probably buying the property from the people who owned it, and then they're gonna either do some heavy renovations or probably the heaviest form of renovation, which is just completely tearing it down and building up something new here. So maybe I'll come back to Wuhan one day and see if that's true or not. So we're biking in a northeastern direction, parallel to the river at the moment. And my goal is to get to the north part of the concession and probably do a loop around to get back to what are we going on? Oh, there's some sort of filming is happening here. Is that what this all is? I believe so. Oh, it's like blocked off. Am I not supposed to be here? So for anyone who's watched any probably of the videos that I put on the internet, I like to see where the boys are hanging out. By the boys, I mean the elderly uncles of any given locale in which I arrive. That is going to be primarily what I'm going to do tomorrow. I didn't get up early enough to hit the parks this morning, so I'm moving the park vibe, the park research video to tomorrow morning, and this is going to be some just city bike action, but I'm hoping to find some of the boys along the way. All right, we're making a bit of an audible here. I'm going to start to head back southward. The northern area was starting to get a little too residential and not dense enough of uncles hanging out on the side of the street for my liking. So I'm gonna go on the hunt for a spot that has a denser version of that. Here's some right here. Oh, here we got some of the boys hanging out. So I did do a stroll through the park earlier, and that was more of a Chinese chess situation. Here it looks like we got some cards going on the table, and there also may or may not be cash on the table, and so I don't think they're going to love the camera being here, so I'm going to give them the privacy to play cards and maybe not also exchanging cash based on maybe who wins or loses or things of the sort, but these are just allegations. This could be Shanghai. We could be in Yangpu. We could be out in the burbs of Yangpu in Shanghai. Those are the kind of vibes I'm feeling right now. Some of my favorite vibes, actually, of all time, are the Yangpu vibes. It looks like we got some markets here, so I'm gonna, this is nice. I'm gonna ride my bike down and see what's popping here. So it's a mixed situation here. It looks like there is ready to consume, but it also looks like there's a healthy amount of raw meat and other raw foods which are not ready to eat right at this moment. We got some other meats hanging right there. And I know what you may be thinking, Max, is this the wet market of Wuhan? There's a lot of wet markets, and I know which wet market you may be thinking about. This is not that one. That one is still closed, actually. And I don't feel the need to go over there with a camera. So this is the only wet market you're gonna be getting here in Wuhan from me. All right, so I think I've entered a community of a sort. This is a gated apartment community, but there's still some market action going on here. This is great. Imagine just waking up, coming down, and you can just get all the fresh produce you want just right at your door. I definitely have found a wet market, not the wet market, but I found a wet market. And this is great.哎，叔叔，我问一下你，这边还是算那个老汉口是吧？老汉。
这是老汉口或者南方啊？
这是最老的吧？
啊？
你是说最老的？
哎。
这边？
对。
那边？
老汉口是咱这边的维修。
那我去。
你搞什么了？
我就好奇啊。
啊？
玩？
玩的那个位置在这边位置在维修，你在那个这路看。
我去那边玩。
哎。
谢谢，打扰了，不好意思啊，拜拜。All right. He's telling me to go check it out over here. I think he was partially telling me to get lost, which is totally understandable. That was certainly an apartment complex. 这什么东西？这是芝麻的吧？
你知道你妈是喷麻线的吗？
咸的。
要咸的。
对的。 蛮好的，可以的，谢谢，拜拜。All right, so I said the parks were tomorrow, and they are, but I think this would qualify as a pocket park, and we got some dancing going on here in the late afternoon. The weather is just becoming 凉快, and we're getting some movement going on here, which is lovely. Hello, 怎么样啊？就是玩一会儿，对吧？不是蛮好的吧？
好啊，
这样蛮好的，真的蛮好的。
消磨时间吗？
啊？
老人消磨时间。
可以的。哎，明天我要到那个。
你那个，他好像是巴基斯坦的人吧？
巴基斯坦。我怎么可能是
美国人？是不是巴基斯坦？
没，这两个你怎么混在一起的吧？
他说什么？
我的意思就
有点弄。
美国，我不是美国。
哦，你是美国人？
对，不是巴基斯坦，有一点不一样，对吧？
是的。
哎，
我一看我以为是。
还好。
然后他们都学会还有他不说韩文有点怎么在这里生活？
哎，我要问一下你们，我明天要到一个就是解放公园还是中山公园？哎，早上就是上午几点最热闹的？最热闹是什么时候？最热闹是几点？
他说什么？
就是
我耳朵中
最热闹的，就是人最多。我是
中山公园是吧？
中山公园就是8点半左右这样的。
8点半左右。
哎，
哪里人多不多？
人多不多？
上午人多。
对，我还没开始睡觉。
锻炼的。锻炼的。
可以的。可以的。然后
公园也蛮多人。
还有那个相亲角是吧？相亲角
那是中山公园的，
可以交一个老婆，对吧？
哎，对。你想找中国姑娘，这大概是
看缘分，对吧？好，祝你们玩得开心，好，拜拜。You're either American or Pakistani. I get Russia a lot. I haven't gotten that one yet. What is going on here? How is this truck just? How do I? Oh my goodness! Is he backing up right now? Oh, okay. All right, if he's backing up, then I can get around here. That was a really close call. Can I squeeze through here? We're making eye contact. All right, we're good. All right, just get past the wheelchair here, and then I think we're home free. All right, I don't know the traffic regulations here in Wuhan. I'm just following the other people. There's not much you can do as a foreigner, right? Other than just follow along. So it's totally not my fault. All right, so the vibe's starting to change here. We're starting to get to the south end of the former concessions. Things are getting spread out. I think we are on Jiefanglu, maybe. I said there's no, we're on Zhongshan Dadao. 也可以的，也蛮好的，蛮好玩的。We are now entering what I believe is what the Brits left here in the inland of China. These buildings. Magnificent. Oh, this is one of the famous buildings. Is it? I don't know, maybe it's not. I am in the middle of the road right now. All right, we're ripping a very ambitious left-hand turn right here. Oh, that's one way. That is totally a one-way road. Sorry about that. What road? Where am I? What road is that? I don't know what's going on at all. The places that I marked that looked fantastic appear to be coming up in the next probably 15 seconds for all of you viewing this right now. Oh my God, the way these people just run across the road. 哎，我问一下你，这个楼呢，你熟悉呢是解放之后还是解放之前？
这个水塔，
对，
水塔现在没用了，只是个。
现在没用了。但是我的意思就是解放之前的。
对。
OK，谢谢，打扰了，好。就是好看，对吧？
可以拍个照。
好， That's a common theme here. Just take a picture. We'll get a picture in front. It looks good. Get a picture.
到哪里可以带人吗？
没有，这边就可以，这边就可以，这边蛮好，这边蛮好的呀。这有一点啊，谢谢。祝你生意发财，可以吧？
可以。
发财，发财。All right, so I'm arriving here at the place that I marked on the map because it looks absolutely electric. Oh yeah. All right, let's see what's popping down here. This looks like it might be some Laofangzi situation, a little deeper. These are some storefronts. I think they wanted to get the good location, but the back part of this road might be some old apartments. That would be amazing if it was. Oh, here we go. Looks like the boys are going to get a meal here. Now this is definitely what I've been looking for. I hope that you've stuck around to this part of the video and are experiencing it with me at the moment. I'm sorry I didn't put this up front, but this is great. There were a lot of alleys. There's an alley right here. I'm gonna rip a right into this alley. We got some outdoor seating. We got some auntie strolling through the market. These are the vibes that we're looking for today here in Wuhan. It looks like the massage place business hasn't started as much, but people are just chilling here hard, just hanging out. This guy is inspecting the meat while smoking his cig. All right, this term Old Hankou that we heard earlier, I think this is what it's referring to. These alleyways, these markets. Some buildings not in the best shape that they've ever been ever. Some mahjong going on. Oh my goodness, this place is absolutely electric. Some river eel, some lettuce. It's all right here. I think I'm gonna secure one of these bings here. I don't know, they look like they might have been sitting out for a while. Oh, it's a dual eel, crawfish, and bread situation. I think I'm gonna skip that bread. Is that it? That's a dried and flattened duck. Oh yeah, we haven't seen these yet. These I saw that yesterday. Look at this like makeshift transportation device. I hope we see more of those. I will point those out. These little alleyways are wild. And it's markets alongside these old apartments. And then there's like these mahjong halls. Had to dodge that comforter there, that blanket. Yeah, this is definitely the old Hankou that people were talking about here. Oh my god, these old mahjong halls are absolutely endless back here. I hope there's a way to get out here. I hope this. Oh, okay, great. There is a way to get out here. And this is definitely yes. I wanna get out of here right now. All right, I'm gonna put the bike down. That was a lot. There was a lot. I was just looking down at my white shoes because the ground was not white. So I was just wondering if my shoes were also then no longer white. But it looks like we're good. I stayed on the pedals. I'm gonna grab some food. That was intense. I didn't eat lunch, and it's after 5 o'clock. So I'm eyeballing this place right here. I think there's some meat skewers of a sort. I can get behind the idea of some meat skewers. So I'm gonna take this off the bike and go over there.
36. 要不要辣椒？
要的，
一点点。
一点点就可以。谢谢。All right. We've got the cooking situations going on over here, throwing them on, and I'm gonna sit down right here. All right, it's been a beautiful day here in the city of Wuhan. A lot just happened in the last few hours. I went through a stroll through the park because I wanted to sort out the park situation before I started filming. So it started off with that, and it was very calm, and people were singing and dancing. Much more I will show you in the next video once I go tomorrow morning. Then I started to bike around and also going through the concession area. And there was some hecticness happening at the photo spots, the photo hot spots. But other than that, it was pretty chill. And then we saw some markets in the concession area. And then once we crossed out of, I think it was south of the concession area. I think I had left the concession area. These old apartments back here, which were awesome. There's just like it's an alley-filled city just in that area. It was great though. I didn't expect. I'd driven by those alleyways that I just biked through earlier, and I had marked it on the map. I just saw the entrance. I didn't see how deep it went, or the fact that basically like all of those streets are then connected through these thinner alleyways, which I made my way through. That was a lot. It was intense biking through there. But I've got my beef sticks coming up right now to satiate me, so we should be good to go once those arrive. All right, so the meat sticks have arrived. There's a bing, a beef biscuit bread with meat stuffed inside is maybe the most minimal translation to proper do justice to the thing that is going to be coming to the table. Oh, 可以的，谢谢. All right, that is way larger than I thought it was going to be, which is awesome. But before I sign this off, I was just kind of looking across the road, and the gigantic borderline skyscraper over here, and just thinking about the difference on the two sides of this road, and also the fact that probably from the upper levels of that skyscraper you can then see down into where I just biked through. Two different worlds right next to each other. On that note, I'm gonna eat my assortment of beef goods, and then go back and shower. I'm gonna shower, and then I might take a nap immediately. See you tomorrow.